they love me, I promise I do the bare minimum. My people, they say that I'm underrated, but it's crazy, I'm steady, they killing them. Can't ride my wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them. I'm so sick of all you. Weak, lame.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready, set.
Ritter looking to put it up right away. And his first look is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ritter back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. He can't get him down. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at the 31-yard line. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Howell. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
You talk about this Washington defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On the move past the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Flushed out right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll go play action. Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Third and long, here's Howell. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to get the football. Gets this up to the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground with Gibson, fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Even in only 10 games, seeing pitch drop from 1,000 to under 400 yards receiving was tough last season. And he has only 3 total touchdowns in his first 2 years. Still one of the most athletic tight ends in the league. I expect last season to be the anomaly.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Falcons at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Yeah, they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Heineke. Throws right back to London, complete again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Heineke. And this is incomplete. Tried to link up with Bijan Robinson there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 23. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Howe will throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Commanders 10, Falcons 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking there for points, but intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Powell from the gun. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Heineke. That one deep for London. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 31. Third and 2. Looking to throw. Heineke. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Howell. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Let's go now.
Robinson up the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Out of his end zone, Heineke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. A first down throw for Heineke. Got a man, it's London. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half here, Heineke. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
13, Falcons 10.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll try to keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Fights off the defender, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Robinson toss play left side. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Quickly to Addison here. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
2nd down, Howell now. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Touchdown! Jordan Addison with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Heineke to throw it. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
He's got this into the hands of Hollins. Touchdown, Falcons! Mike Hollins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines, so let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Robinson on a give right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Now they go play action with Howell. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Calais Campbell in there for the sack. And it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Handoff now to Robinson. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6. Heineke. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Commanders take over first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Heineke. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Now Heineke. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it here. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Robinson. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 55 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Heineke on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, Heineke. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Washington 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one is slant to McLaurin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Heineke changing the play. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Let's go.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll run here with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get...
Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Curry knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Powell to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Howell. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.